So, how you doing? Where are you located, Frank? Where are you located?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Okay, we are here in Fort Lauderdale. Um, so, tell me a little bit about how you start, get knowing about who is Karen and Fernando.
Uh, Learned through my mother.
Okay, so the relationship between them and your mother was because there was a previous transaction. Is that right?
Yes, yes, they helped her.
Okay, so what was the things or the comment that your mother says about them when she, said, "Okay, son, you perhaps you want to work with them, right?" Or what was the comment from her?
Oh, there's just that you guys helped her out extremely well and remained friends even after the fact that you know the real estate transaction.
After the years, after the first transaction, we stay in touch and have that friends relationship, from time to time to look for one another and see what is happening on the market, what happened with our lives and our families as well, right?
Right.
So, as a matter of fact, Karen and I, we knew about you before we met you, obviously, the
Right.
first
Right.
that she came with us. Your father also was,
Right.
and I remember that conversation. So what's very important about that, and how we help her, because on the beginning she was thinking in living here a certain amount of people, and obviously because I believe, if I remember correctly, your father didn't want to move here. So she says, I just want to be on the winter times in up north to get down and have a little bit warm weather, and then come back and continue with what she was doing there as well.
Right.
But so the second important comment is how you find the experience of the Paiz Group, supporting. What challenges you face? Do you were in probate process, or you were forced to do a probation in order to have your mother's property, correct?
Yes.
So, do we introduce you with those business partners or partners that have been working, with us in the past and have a very successful, history with, and so we, provide that information and tell you, Frank, this is a person that have been working for other clients and has a 5-star review as well, and you can start, talking to to transfer that title to your name. Is that correct?
It certainly is. Yep.
Yeah. So how was your experience with that business partners?
The probate attorney was great. Made everything simple and easy. You know.
It was a good advisor. Is an attorney, and they do the closing for you as well, right?
Yes. That
So
was part of.
they were the closing agent, and provide you with the sales documents for that you sell, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So going back, with the real estate, did the Paiz Group advise you well in terms of the market?
Yes.
So they were accurate in the number that they say that it's going to be sale. They achieved that goal and they sold that property.
Oh yes. Definitely.
Okay, that's amazing. Have you any challenges in that selling process? Did you?
No, not really.
Okay, awesome. And what other things, from were you uh, need, or do you were in need to travel to Fort Lauderdale to sell your property, to do everything remotely?
Everything remotely.
So you were not in need to come over here and check all the things because of the trust that you have with the Paiz Group. They took pictures, they took required, needed, and everything. Do they help you also in the selling process? Because if I remember correctly, your mother's property was in need of a TLC, a little bit lift up, in certain. Do they advise you well in terms of the amount of money that you could invest to achieve the higher price in that particular market? Do they do that?
Oh, definitely, most definitely. Helped me very much with the renovation.
So they introduce you with subcontractors and people that help you, and they were walking that extra mile in helping to have another eyes here, correct?
Of
While
course.
these other subcontractors were doing the job, at least you have eyes, a set of eyes that can say, oh, they are a little bit late, or they are ahead, or there is another thing that was not considered on part of the upgrades, or anything that unexpected job, I will say, always comes when you do remodeling, right? So one important thing here is the other aspect. Do they, Fernando and Karen, because I mean sometimes I talk in third person, and sometimes is related to us in this particular time. This is not related to any other team member on my team. But uh, one question for you is, um, how you felt about the marketing strategy that we was a period of the property was off the market while the property was in probate process. There was another off the market period when you did the remodeling, correct?
Right.
And then that we put active that property on the market, to the time that we negotiate with different buyers. We negotiate at least 3 offers with you. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we brought the highest and best, and according to the price that we set and the terms and conditions. So, what's the expectations for you as a seller? There was any expectation that we didn't cover during our previous conversation?
No, not at all. Everything we discussed.
Right. So when the buyer says, "Oh, you was a little bit old," and we talk about the estimated amount of money that the buyer will negotiate in that. So when we say those numbers, those expectations, we were accurate in those things, correct?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Um, Now that it is almost running time here. Now that is closed, and that the money for the seller net proceeds on you for that sale. Have you would like to say something about the recommendations or anything about the experience of the Paiz Group? What comments do you have?
Oh, just that my mother was 100% correct, and used the Paiz Group to sell her home, and everything she said was correct. You guys did a fantastic job and met every expectation that I had.
So if you have any future opportunity to do the Paiz Group, you will take us again and says yes.
Oh
I
yeah,
would
without a
see
doubt.
to buy or sell your property. In this particular time, it was a seller needs on that. Any comments or anything that you would like to ask Frank about it, or?
Well, I just want to thank you for giving us the opportunity. I know that you could have gone with, there's many
Agents,
realtors,
yes.
right? So
Yeah.
thank you for trusting us. And I really like how the house was looking, after the renovations you did. I told Fernando, oh, this is such a beautiful,
It
and
was.
yeah.
Karen always would like to buy any of our listings. Once we put the renovation, once this was another important part here. We do staging as part of the services that we provide, and we sell it in the time that we sell it. But Karen was always eager and saying, "Wow, now it looks so open. It looks so beautiful. The colors are the new backyard. It shows the sunset. And why don't we buy this property?" And I said, "Okay. I mean, if I have the wallet, enough wallet to buy everything, I will do so. But
Right.
the purpose of helping you to achieve yourself. So we feel so happy with all of these. Frank, like Karen was saying, for us was truly our experience, and that we also think that we fulfill your mother's will, and in help you all the
Yep.
way home, right? And really try to that you perform or that you experience a smooth transaction. My last question: it wasn't a smooth transaction process with you, or there was any hiccup or anything there that you?
I would have to say also just one thing, that you also did like an amazing job because, since you were out, we weren't available for when we were doing the renovations or to make a decision on this or that. So your communication was like spot on with us too. And so it was truly a partnership because without you, we couldn't have, sold your house. Right. So that was
Partnership is also key in the success of every transaction. So you were an amazing partner, that's for sure.